Hey, good afternoon and welcome to the Delegate Assembly meeting for the month of January and the first one in 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. Could we please all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so start in the morning?
Yes. We should make that the second item. Okay, and the first item on the agenda is we're going to take a look at the minutes from November 7th and see if there might be any corrections or amendments we need to make before those are filed. Does anyone have? Anita?
Anita Lawrence, District 18. On page 2, it says the next meeting of the Delegate Assembly will be on Thursday, February 6th. It needs to be corrected to January 2nd, 2025.
Does that mean we can't go home? Any other amendments or corrections? Okay, I need a motion then from someone. Carly, and B seconds the motion to file. Anyone opposed? Then we'll consider them approved and filed. Just a couple things I wanted to share with you. If I can find the piece of paper where I wrote everything down. Okay. First of all, welcome everyone to the new year. May it be a good, prosperous new year for us all. We have Linda Vieira will be resigning her position before the year's out. She's going to try to stick with us till April, but both she and Denny will be resigning. If you know anybody that might be interested serving in District 9, it would be great to know that in advance. Both Patty Lopez and Jess Ocampo are not here with us because they're a bit under the weather. We appreciate their efforts to try, but also appreciate them not making everyone sick. I'd like to announce the formation of a new ad hoc committee for the Delegate Assembly, and this ad hoc committee will work as a steering committee for our website, and we're basically looking for people that might have experience building, creating, maintaining websites, as well as those who are just serious users of the sunlakescountryclub.com website, so that we can actually try to figure out what might be improved on that and then make those recommendations up to the board. Just so that everybody knows, we have no power whatsoever to change anything, but we do have the power to suggest something might be changed. So we just have to, I'm suggesting we put a committee together to agree on what those particular points should be. And then if it's acceptable to the rest of the group, we will actually refer it to the board for their consideration to change the website as it now exists. Yes, Jason?
I would just ask Cal that if you don't mind having Hernan work with that little ad hoc group there.
Love it.
The only reason I asked it is because normally where it used to be, we used to have our old website. We had pretty much free reign to say we want this, and that. When we changed and upgraded the POS system to be able to have the website and the app, we lost some control of what we can suggest and what we want. So Hernan has a direct line with them. So if there's something that you guys are thinking about, asking him so he can ask if that's even possible right now. Like I tell you, the worst thing for me is search feature. I have been told by them a number of times, sorry, we don't have that capability on our website. So things like that we can't control right now.
Okay.
But yeah, if you work with him, he can get that and be a lot quicker.
Be happy to coordinate with him. And I think that's about all I had for everybody for the report from the chair, so we'll move on to the next item. And those are our guest speakers. The first is Michelle Walter. She's going to touch on community awareness with the Blue Zones and also the Welcome Home Dinner that's coming up.
Good afternoon, delegates. Michelle Walter. Happy New Year. So I'm excited to have Ruben Gonzalez from the Blue Zone Project in Banning to come and give a presentation about our city becoming a blue zone. Just a little background: to become a blue zone city in California, a community needs to apply to the Blue Zones Project, demonstrating a commitment to implementing policies and initiatives that promote healthy lifestyle choices across the city, including factors like access to healthy food, active transportation, strong social connections, and stress management. A blue zone is a geographical region in the world where people are claimed to have exceptionally long lives beyond the age of 80 due to lifestyle combining physical activity, low stress, rich social interactions, a local whole foods diet, and low disease incidence. The actual 5 blue zone communities are Sardinia, Italy, Okinawa, Japan, Nicoya, Costa Rica, Icaria, Greece, and Loma Linda, California. A Blue Zone Project is a community-based initiative that aims to implement policies and lifestyle changes for healthier living. The 3 Blue Zone city projects in California are Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, and Redondo Beach. I'm thinking it's really exciting for our city to become a part of this Blue Zone project. I hope you will all join the Community Awareness Program on January 7th at 1 o'clock to hear more about this wonderful project and possibly volunteer to help Ruben and his team implement this project. I just want to let you know that Ruben has selected Debbie Robbins and myself to be on their steering committee. So I am super, super excited about this, and I think it's going to be a wonderful project, and I'm hoping that Sun Lakes will really become involved in this. So I think I'll just stay up here. That's the end of my blue zone. Does anybody have any questions on that? Good, because you'll get all your things answered. Oh, go ahead.
What was the first city that, in California?
The cities are, they are Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach, and Redondo Beach. And of course, they're beach cities, but gosh, how exciting is it for Banning to be part of this project? I'm really, really excited about it.
If I might make a comment, it's not really a question, but there is a really wonderful piece out on Netflix that Dan Boutner put together on blue zones, and it's really quite enlightening and entertaining at the same time.
So I hope everybody can make that meeting. It's on the 7th. It's a community awareness, and it's from 1 to 3. So I'll just stay up here because I'm doing the welcome home also. I gave everybody a little sheet, and our next welcome home is January 23rd. Then we have one on April 24th, July 24th, and October 16th. So I handed everybody a piece of paper, and it shows exactly when the dates are. And for you district delegates, I have on here the new district homeowners. So we had quite a few, and I have to tell you, District 4, you have 7 new homeowners, and District 14 has 9 new homeowners. District 16 has 8. So, that's really exciting that we have so many. The only one that didn't have any is District 5. Who's District 5? Oh, Dave, what's going on over there? Everybody loves their home, I guess. Okay, well, that's great. It doesn't matter. So these are the new ones. So, and I just want to give you the stats, and I wanted to let you know. So in 2024, we had 174 homes close. It was 146 homes from 312 to 505, and 28 condos from 274 to 383. That's a lot of homes that got sold. And so also I just showed on here that 22 homes closed in, or 22 closed in December, 21 homes from 340 to 565, 1 condo at 371, 13 in escrow, 12 homes from 326 250 to 574 900, and 1 condo at 338. And there are 54 coming soon, 51 homes from 313 to 604 900, and 3 condos from 325 to 359. So I gave everybody this so you didn't have to write anything down real quick, so it's a little easier for everybody to see. Thank you, Jean, for that suggestion. You're welcome. So if anybody has any questions, or if you want to email me, that's fine. January 23rd, we are going to do a dinner again. I was going to change it, and I was going to do something a little different, but I'm working with Chef Josh right now, and we didn't have the time to get it prepared. So we will have a dinner again, and it will be set up like it was before. The dinner in here, and the residents, and the clubs in the other room. So I think it makes it a little bit easier. And we will have wine again. Any other questions? Oh, go ahead.
A couple of the people listed on my, you have me as 4.
Mm-hmm.
2 of those are caregivers. Do they count?
Jason, do the caregivers count?
If they are on that list, they are registered, and so if
Yes.
a caregiver is a registered caregiver, they are treated as a new resident.
Thank you.
Could you repeat what you said, Jay?
Caregiver, there's a couple different caregivers type statuses. One is those caregivers that are with companies that kind of come in to the day, and there may be different ones that come in Monday or Wednesday, Friday, whatnot. Those are just caregivers that come in, they get guest passes. They are nothing that has to do with the registration. Then we have caregivers that are live-in caregivers, and when they are registered with the administration office, they get a card just like you have an ID card, just has a different color band on it, but they still have the same rights to use amenities that you do, so they are considered a new resident or so forth. So they are considered with it.
And those are the ones that are on the sheet.
Yes, usually they are. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just to
It
make
is, yeah.
sure that you know that some of you must not have gotten, Fabian did give out the end of the month December report. So that's why these totals are probably a little bit higher than you think they are, because he did give out the December report this morning. So that's why this is on there. And just to let you know one other thing, I know this is under community awareness. I think I've got like a minute left to talk. Under community awareness, if you see something, if you see somebody that is being abused, if you see somebody that's being hurt, if you know that a dog is not being taken care of and is running loose, you need to call 911. Don't call me. There's nothing that I can do. I can report it just the same as you, but if I haven't seen it, it doesn't make any sense for me as a community awareness person to make the call for you. If you are in doubt, you know what, just call 911. They'll tell you what they can and can't do. And then we also have Adult Protective Services. So I have a big article coming out in February. I hope everybody reads it. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for all you do. And next, our own Ann Hofert is here to talk about the ICC.
Good afternoon. Delegate Assembly, Master Board, Administration, and residents in attendance, and Channel 97. My name is Ann Hofert. I am the president of ICC Dance Club, previously known as International Culture Club. Our club started over 20 years ago. With membership over 200 people. We are now a group that enjoys all types of dancing and camaraderie, not to say a delicious meal that is provided by our kitchen. I do believe that we are the only dinner dance club that is still here at Sun Lakes. Our music is by the groups you know pretty well, American Made, Generations, and more. Dinner Dance Club on the second Thursday, which is today, every month we have a planning meeting for the next dance. So I have to leave early. That's when you see me on here leaving about a half an hour early. So we plan our meal and sign everybody up for their tables. On the first Thursday, excuse me. On the second Thursday is our dinner dance, and the dinner dance is served from 6:15, and we are done by 9 o'clock. We have an open bar provided by Food and Beverage. We're not a formal group. Our dress code is country club casual. We just like to have fun like everybody else. So we just ask no shorts, no t-shirts, although that's not to say during the summer we may put on a casual dance. I'd like to invite all the residents at Sun Lakes, past and new, And we have been having a booth at the Welcome Home, thanks to Michelle, to encourage membership for our residents. And we did sign up to last month, or last event.
Doesn't look like.
We do have a meal of a salad, entree, and dessert, and we also do the vegetarian entree as well. Our meals have increased slightly. They're at $35 a person for a member and $37 for non-members, and our membership fee is $25 a year. We encourage everyone to come and join us. We do have a lot of fun, and we have over 150 members right now. We would like to get more. So if you want to come and join us, reservations are taken today at 4 o'clock, and come out and see us. If you have any questions, you can take my number. It's 909-553-3292. And we do have a Facebook page, which is ICC Dinner Dance Club. Thank you very much.
Any questions for Ann? I have a question. Do we get a new acronym? Well, we used to be ICC, but now you're the ICC DDC? Just kidding.
All right. ICC is short for International Culture Club. Years before, it was an event that was put on monthly to celebrate different countries of the world. We had so many people from all over the place living at Sun Lakes when it first started. So we would have a German night, an English night, a Scots night, you name it, we had it. So as we have progressed into a different, I don't know how you say it, different club, yeah, it has, we decided to cut the name down just to ICC because it was so well known. So ICC is what it is now.
Okay.
I know I get a lot of inquiries online, but any other questions? Thank you.
No other questions? Thank you, Ann. Thank you for your presentation. Next on our agenda, we would like to turn to Chris Mitchell, I believe. Or not.
Yeah, Chris is not here.
Okay.
Really, guys, with food and beverage, just kind of kicked off got through the end of the year. That was a busy time. I appreciate all the delegates that had district parties throughout December. There were a lot of them put on. There were times where we had 3 a day, in the morning, afternoon, and night. So thank you for patronizing the restaurant. I know that Chef Josh is working on some new menus and some new items. We look forward to a 2024, or 2025, sorry, and putting out some good product for you guys. Really kind of still working on, what we want to be as far as you have the lounge, the sandwich, the restaurant. With the lounge, or with the sandwich, you guys remember it is going to be closed next week. They are doing some work in there. They're, last year, October or so, the board approved to put it looks like a shiplap kind of faux wood type wall across the back of the bar. It's supposed to help with sound as well in there. So that is being put on this coming week, as well as those lights over the bar are being raised. So I know that's been a point of contention for a while. So those are being brought up and moved up so they don't block the TVs and as well. So that'll be closed for the 5 days next week, and it will reopen on Saturday in time for playoffs. Any questions? Yes, Linda.
What will the restaurant be open then for lunches?
Not at this point right now, but the lounge is open, and overflow will happen into the restaurant. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Anything else with the restaurant? Yes.
The two companies that have competitive bids out that you're discussing in negotiations, do you have any previous track records or businesses under their realm that are successful?
That is something that the board, that's a project the board is leading up. Bob, do you wish to comment on that at this time?
Maybe.
Give it 1 second. There you go.
We're reviewing the RFPs from the two companies, and we'll probably be making a decision sometime in January. So we'll let you know. If we do choose another company, they will come here, they will make some presentations, they will do some town halls. It will be involving the entire community, just not the 4 members of this board. You're welcome.
Anything else for food and beverage? Then don't drop that mic, Jason, because now it's time for recreation.
With recreation, just got done again with busy time of year. Recreation is always busy during October, November, December. New Year's Eve party, from my understanding, went very well. I know that it was a great evening. We had a great band. I mean, having MLC there was huge, because I know that sometimes trying to get a good band in there is sometimes difficult, but I'm glad that worked out there. I know Linda and the team did a great job. The Recreation Committee did an amazing job with decorations. I'd like to thank them, as well as Debbie Robbins, part of that committee. She really helped out with the centerpieces and kind of took the lead on that. Moving into 2025, we got some great things coming up here. We got some concerts. We have a concert coming up in February. I know it's kind of a pool from different entertainers. I want to say it's like Donna Summers and a couple others. So make sure you check that out. I know tickets are on sale now for that one. I also know that in April, we will be having Switchback come back. So they're the Irish, like the Celtic kind of band. So they've been here a few times, and everybody's loved them every time they've been here. So I know that's going to be coming back April 4th, I believe, is the date on that. But also looking at some new ones coming up over the summer. I'm still trying to get Willie Nelson back. I've been reaching out to him a few times, and he hasn't gotten back to me. So I'm hoping just through the holidays that he was busy doing other things. But trying to get that back here. I know Roger Hagee is his name, and he was great the last couple times he's been here. So I'm looking forward to some great events for you guys this year. I know we got the craft fair coming up. That'll be starting up and ramping up here. Also, Linda's going to be working on getting dates out to you guys. Every year we hold a meeting in this room here for delegates, as well as clubs and groups and committees on, what it takes to reserve the room, what the proper etiquette is, what needs to be done. We're also not talking about just for this year, but as you guys get ready for 2026, in your room reservations. I know it's only January 2nd, 2025, but we do already think about that. So that will be coming out shortly, so look for an email. Cal, I don't know if she's going to send it to you directly or to everybody, but that'll be coming out shortly with the date that we're going to be holding that meeting as well.
Okay.
Any questions, Linda?
Getting back to the restaurant, I've had a lot of difficulty making a reservation.
Okay.
If the line that has you, a recorded message from you, is that where we make a reservation?
You should be calling the number. It should be the 769-6654.
Is that the one that your recorded message is
To
on?
be honest with you, Linda, I've been on so many through the years that I don't know if I'm on that one or not, but it shouldn't be me anymore, no, if that's the direct line, and I will be following up with them. They should have somebody that has a lot more soothing voice than mine.
What is the last 4 numbers?
6654.
6654. Thank you.
Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
What you just talked about as far as all these groups that you're trying to put together for the year, will you be updating this list for us?
Yeah, Linda will be updating that, and then as we kind of build through it, she'll take stuff off that's old and update. I'll ask her if she maybe can send it out once a quarter. Maybe we do that, and that way you just get an updated list of the activities once a quarter.
So for January now, so we're doing our newsletters. Is there anything happening event-wise?
Not in January. January is usually kind of let's all recover from the holidays type.
And then February 8th, I show a recreation concert.
That's it. That's the one I was talking.
Which one is that?
That is the one that I cannot think of right off the top of my head right now. But it is, I believe, I'm sorry? Okay, so it's probably like Shania, or not Shania, it's, February, so there's some Canadian singers. I don't think it's Bryan Adams, though. But it's like a tribute to some couple Canadian singers. Yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be Shania. I'm not sure.
B?
Yes. Not Donna Summers. No, she's not Canadian. Shania Twain. Celine Dion, there you go, that's one of them, yes. Check it out, you guys, the flyer's out. I can't think of it right off the top of my head right now. But February 8th, yeah. Yes, ma'am. There you go.
When is the next activities day? Last year it was in January. Is there no activities day in January this year?
You guys, what has been asked recently is clubs and groups always like, by January, you guys have to turn in your updated sheet. So it was asked to move the activities day to September, so that way it works to the time when other committees are trying to get more membership, and that way you can build your membership list for the following year. So we had one this past September, so I believe we'll be doing it again in September. Yeah.
Any other questions for recreation or for Jason? Okay, then we'll move to the next section. The next section would be comments and remarks from the master board.
Yes, and Beverly will be going over some dates to remember in January.
As Jason was saying, well, Happy New Year, everybody, by the way. Welcome to 2025. Wow. January is kind of quiet. We're all recouping, so there's not a whole lot going on, but there are some dates that we just wanted to remind you about. January 20th is the quarterly tea with the board. It's at 3 o'clock in the main ballroom. That's on a Monday. So it's January 20. It's not in the library? What is it?
It's
I'm sorry.
Beverly, it's
Main ballroom, main library. Don't listen to what I say, listen to what I think. No, don't do that either.
Are you referring to tea with the board?
Tea with the board in the main library
Okay.
on Monday, January 20th at 3 p.m. Okay? Then January 22nd is the open session in here, the main ballroom, at 3 p.m. And then January 24th, and this is an earlier date than normal. January 24th is the last day that you may turn in your filing papers if you choose to run this year for a master board position. You can go pick them up now. They're open. I don't know if anybody has pulled papers yet, but they are available. So if you would like to run for a position on the master board for 2025, you need to get in there and get your papers and get them back in by 5 p.m. on the 24th of January. So this is earlier than normal. Just wanted everybody to realize that. Any questions on those 3 dates? Thank you.
Thank you. As you probably aware of, we did not have an open session in December. So the following is a list of some of this master board's accomplishments during the past year. We passed and implemented the reserve replenishment fee, which significantly increased our HOA revenue on an annualized basis, not only this year, but in years to come in the future. We painted, carpeted, and enhanced the overall appearance in our restaurant. We completed the major lounge expansion project, which expanded the lounge and reduced the size of the restaurant. There will be a picture of the lounge on your sheet that goes out with your announcements. We reviewed and we're still considering the RFPs for proposals for the food and beverage operation, which will be decided later this month. We installed an automatic door opener at the South Clubhouse, making it more convenient to get in and out. We adopted a governance model and operational manual for the board of directors, giving them some direction and advice as to how to help govern the community fairly. And we focused on achieving our mission statement of maintaining and enhancing our amenities for the benefit of our membership. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We could not have accomplished this without the assistance and input from our many outstanding volunteers on our committees, and especially the District Delegate Assembly. So we thank you. Any questions?
Jim?
No, I'd just like to comment, you didn't mention the South Clubhouse. That was an excellent upgrade to the South Clubhouse pool and spa, and then assigning a cleanup on a daily basis of the deck in that area. It has really improved the whatever you call it. Ambience of the being there.
Thank you. I mentioned it was a partial list because there's many, many other things that we were involved in that we should be involved in on a regular basis.
Excuse me, Bob.
Thank you for bringing that to everybody's attention.
Bob, Jim Nickel, District 3. We talked this past year about getting a copy of that so we don't have any redundancy when we put our newsletter out. So is
Yeah,
there not an opportunity we can get a copy of that?
You do have a copy of that?
But it gets sent to the printer.
Yes.
But we'd like a copy in advance, and we discussed that during the year, that it helps us, so it keeps any
you-
redundancy in our newsletter.
Jim, keep in mind that this just got finished today. So it got finished today, and it was sent to the printers about 2 hours ago.
And we're,
So for your printer, the printer already has it. So there is no redundancy because you don't have to do anything with this.
Well, I'm just saying, the notes that we've taken in our discussions here at our forum, we end up repeating issues. And we brought that up a number of times last year, so it helps us. We don't see it after it gets from the
Yes,
printer.
we can do that.
But I appreciate it.
Yeah, we can do
Yes,
that.
thank you.
Jim, the messages from the board have been sent pretty faithfully by Jason over the last 6 months to me, and I turn around and send them out to everybody.
Yeah, like I said, Cal, I just got it a couple hours
Right.
ago, so I haven't had a chance to send it to you yet.
Of course. Yeah, you'll have it probably within a day, so you don't have a problem there.
Too much celebrating.
Is there anything else from the master board? Okay, then we'll move on to the next item, and that would be comments from the administration, which might be Jason again. A triple header.
Really just want to say Happy New Year. Thank you, everybody, for a great 2024. It takes more than just administration to make this community run, and a lot of you are sitting here at this table today, and a lot of you are watching TV and in the audience, so thank you very much for all that you do to make Sun Lake successful. Again, just looking forward to a great 2025, you guys. As always, you know how to reach me and where to reach me. If you need anything, I'll be always more than willing to help. With that, Cal, nothing really much to say.
Okay, thank you, Jason. Okay, and now we move to announcements from the district delegates. I'm going to start with Charlie.
Our district, we had a Christmas party that was very successful on December the 13th. I want to thank the districts that participated in that, and especially Gene Bowman Dobson, I'm sorry. Gene, you did an excellent job emceeing that. I think everybody that I've spoken to that attended that had a great time. Look forward to a successful 25 to put behind us, and welcome. Thank you.
Mike Bowles, District 22. I want to congratulate the Snooks on Indian Canyon Drive for coming in first place in the Christmas decoration contest. We've had a good, successful year last year. We got out gifts to many of the needy in Banning. It was a pleasure doing it, and we had a lot of fun, and we look forward to a lot of good activities in the new year.
Kate Reed, District 20. I would first like to thank the volunteers and the that are on my social committee that helped put up our Christmas tree. Without you, it wouldn't have gotten done. Also, our district was in charge of Fill the Cupboard for the Banning Senior Center, and we contributed 31 bags of food and boxes of food that the Senior Center picked up, and they were very grateful for that. And we had a great district Christmas party, and I want to thank District 19 for putting that on, because it was our year to just float. All we had to supply was door prizes, so it was great, as far as I'm concerned. We're in charge next year. Okay, and the caterer that we have used for outside events at South Clubhouse, whatever, has retired, and I'd like to request if anybody here has a caterer that you're using and you really like, if you could give me the name and number, I'd really appreciate it. Gourmet Your Way. Yeah, so my social chair just said, my guy retired. I went, okay. Anyway, thank you very much. We're going to have a great year.
Anita Lawrence, District 18. I want to wish everyone a very happy new year and a very healthy and happy 2025. On December 13th, District 18 joined Districts 10, 11, 15, and 23 for our Christmas party, and it was a really great evening. The feedback from the residents that came from District 18 said they all had a great time. Also, District 18 had 2 families this year for the Winter Wish program, and on December 16th, Ginger Mullen, Barbara McComber, Michelle Walter, and I delivered the gifts to the families, and they were very, very appreciative of the help we were able to provide to their children. I took Dave Miller's recommendation, and it was very rewarding to go to their homes. And one of the families even sent a photo of their child on Christmas morning, and the smile on his face was all the thanks that we needed. Lastly, I'm looking for a District EPAP coordinator. If you're interested in joining the District 18 team by serving as the EPAP coordinator, please contact me.
Greg Vleco, District 16. Interest of brevity, I won't share anything here, but encourage you to look at my newsletter online. It'll be sent to Hernan right after this meeting and hopefully posted, if not this evening, tomorrow.
B. Mercado, District 15, Happy New Year. I'd like to also acknowledge, since we were part of the Christmas party, that everybody came and left in a good mood and really enjoyed themselves that evening. I'd like to recognize also that Judy Taylor and myself took care of the families that we had selected for the holiday wish. I did deliver to both of the families, and it was the most impressive thing to experience. It's so humbling to see how appreciative they are to receive assistance, and they're not bashful about sharing how grateful they are. I'd like to thank my my district for contributing to the holiday wish. Without your assistance and help, it wouldn't have gone on as well as it did. So thank you so very much for contributing. And we will see you soon.
Hello, Happy New Year. I'm Carly Beeks from District 14. And on December 19th, we had our Christmas party, and we shared it also with District 9. And we had 99 residents, which was a lot. It was so wonderful. And then we also had, for our Christmas wish, we picked out a family. It was a single mom with 2 kids, and we delivered it to them also, and the kids were so excited, and they took pictures and sent it to us also, so I'll be sharing that with my district. And we hope to have a wonderful year. Thank you.
In Hereford District 12, first off, I'd like to say Happy New Year to all of you, and I'd like to say thank you to my alternate delegate this year for working with me with the tree for the district, and she's going to be taking it down this year for me as well. It's been a big help. We had a wonderful Christmas wish program. Everybody was just so grateful and so giving to us for the families. We had 2 families, 4 children total, from the ages of 2 to 8, and each item on their list was fulfilled. I'm just so thrilled that we could do that because of the generous donations that we did get. I look forward to next year because I always enjoy that time. It's really a good thing. Our Christmas party was with the District 4, District 5, and District 16. Thank you for letting us join you. I know I'm a bit hard to work with, but but I think we got through it. And we only had 19 people attend. Unfortunately, not very many But we did have a good time, and the music was exceptional. So thank you for asking us to join you. We appreciate it. That's it for me.
Happy New Year to everyone. Jean Dobson from District 10. I wasn't going to say anything when I came in here, but things have changed. I want to reiterate what Charlie and Anita and Bee said about our Christmas party. I think it was a really great event. Had a good time. Our district had 2 families for the Make-A-Wish program, and again, as what Bee mentioned about personal delivery to the families, it was an extraordinary experience that I will take with me for a long time. And yes, they're not bashful for showing their gratitude for our generosity. What else did I have here? I want to thank Chuck and Tina Krager for decorating our Christmas tree. They put their heart and soul into that. They made the decorations themselves. They're a very artistic couple, and it was our first time for having them take over this responsibility, and we're very grateful for their dedication and hard work to make it a really special tree. I also want to shout out to 2 FSR employees, Fabian, who does our reports for our new residents. I think he's less than a year, maybe about 6 months or so with FSR. And he's really, as far as I'm concerned, he's done a really good job. He's been very diligent, and I think he's very proud to be here, and he's very proud of doing a good job. And I think he really goes out of his way to be helpful and to be receptive to any questions that we might have. And the other employee I want to shout out is Chelsea, who she started back in the summer doing the age verification. And if you folks remember how I was blown away by the continued correspondence she had, the communications with the delegates. She was just a delight again to work with. And lo and behold, it was a temporary assignment, but she's now a receptionist here in the main clubhouse. She was here on New Year's Eve helping with the setup for the big party here in the ballroom. I don't know how late she stayed, but she's a workaholic. That gal is, I think we are very glad, very lucky to have her, and I hope she is going to be taken care of to stay with us for a long time. That front desk is a real important job, as we all know. And in the past, we've had some people that just didn't work out. We had, gosh, I can't remember her name now, Joni, who was with us for many, many years. And one gal left with handcuffs, so it was another story. But anyway, thanks for some really good employees.
Hi, I'm Linda Vieira with District 9. Happy New Year to everyone. I tried to hug everybody before we started. If I missed you, maybe I can get you on the way out. There's nothing like a New Year's hug, you know? It's warm and it shows how you feel positive toward the future. We had a fantastic Christmas party with District 14. It was so much fun. It was unbelievable. It surpassed our expectations, didn't it? It just thrilled me to see how many people dressed up to the nines. How high was that slit, Carolee? Absolutely beautiful. It's wonderful that we have opportunities like this to get dressed up and share good times with our friends. The entertainment we had was Generations, who live a couple doors from me, so I was really proud that they were there. We had 2 families that we supported through the Holiday Wish program. And I want to have a shout out to John Santillan, who takes care of our recycle program, which funds us tremendously, and for the people who donated in District 9, who donated for the Holiday Wish program. My neighbor, Belen Mercado, and I went shopping. We had so much fun shopping for these families. And then my husband, Denny, and I delivered them. One family, we had to go all the way out to Palm Springs to deliver, but one family was a single father. And it, again, if you don't deliver your own, you don't know what you're missing. It's such a wonderful, fulfilling, and warm experience to give these gifts to these people. And yes, they do appreciate it, and it just feels so good to do. First time we ever had two families. I also want to shout out to Mimi Stapleton, who does our Christmas tree. It's effortless. She takes care of everything, and she does a fantastic job. So thank you very much. On a personal note, out in the lobby, YCC is bringing killer dueling pianos on January 16th at 6 p.m. Please get your tickets. The killer pianos have been here before. They put on an exceptional show. Again, Happy New Year to all.
Kathy Aldergetti, District 8. We now have a social committee who did our tree for us out there, and I think they did a fantastic job. We also had a small Christmas party. I think we had all of about 16 people, but it was fun and we had a good time. Other than that, we're trying to move forward.
Fran Henry, District 7, alternate, filling in for Gail Balick. December 19, we had our Christmas party, and we had about 90 in attendance. It was great. Great food, great music. We are going to continue our breakfast at 11:30 at the restaurant on the third Thursday of the month, which this month will be January 16. And I would really encourage all the districts to do something similar with your residents. We have a number of people that come every single month and look forward to the fellowship together. Also, I like to bring up to the attention, I'm not sure who, but some residents have concerns with the tumbleweeds on Highland Road, and this affects the street on Bay Hill, all the residents. I'm not sure who's maintaining that corner vacant lot right off Sun Lakes Boulevard and Highland Road. Thank you very much, and have a great year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Dave Miller, District 5. Michelle, the reason we have no homes sold in our district is nobody's leaving. Everybody's happy there. Anyway, thanks to everybody at District 5 who were more than generous with the Holiday Wish program. It was fantastic. Mary, my wife, and I, and one of our granddaughters, Emma, we went out and delivered the gifts, and it was a lot of fun, very rewarding. We had a great Christmas party. 5-district Christmas party, districts 2, 4, 5, 12, and 16 all participated. We had the MLC band play. It was a great party, great time. That's about it. Thank you, everybody.
Dolores Doherty, District 4. Happy New Year, everyone. And I would like to thank our staff, the staff in the restaurant and the kitchen, the staff all the servers, all of those involved with not only our Christmas party, And I know that they were short a couple of people in the ballroom, but they did an amazing job. And at New Year's, they were also short people, and there were so many people in this ballroom on New Year's Eve, and they did a great job. If you would have seen the floor at the end of the night, I feel sorry for them, because it was all balloons that we all popped that fell from the ceiling, and I feel sorry for them. God bless them for hanging in there and doing what they do. I want to thank Letty and her crew, and the crew in the bar, and the crew in the restaurant. They did amazing, so thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Jim Nickel, District 3. I just want to extend to everyone a great new year, to everyone on Channel 97 and all our friends and all our good committee members here. Just to recap, we had a Christmas dinner early December with a real-life Santa. I had a great social committee that came out with a lot of fun items, dressing up. We did the 12 Days of Christmas. It was a tremendous meal from Thomas Catering of San Jacinto, and that's the company we use almost for every event. They do an excellent job. And also I want to reach out to Dennis and Michael Cisterno. They handled all our two families, getting the gifts, choosing them, and they did a wonderful job presenting it, and great effort. Thank you, thank you. But my social committee involved with the tree outside as you come in the main entrance did a great job, and I thank everyone for all their support during this past year. And again, good New Year to everyone. Thank you.
Barbara Elness, District 1. I got a little ambitious this year, and I picked 4 families for the Christmas wish, which was a lot of work, and I really appreciate my alternate delegate, Mary Langley, for helping me shop and wrap all the gifts. Also, our Christmas tree, Mary helped me with that as well, putting it up, and then we had 4 other residents help us take it down. So that was awesome, getting the help. But I really wanted to express my appreciation to Mary for all the help she's given me all year. And other than that, Happy New Year to everyone, and a prosperous 2025.
Linda Spalding, District 17. We had our holiday party at the North Clubhouse on December 9th, and we had 88 of our residents there. We were alone. We didn't have any other districts with us because we really fill up the North Clubhouse. And the comments throughout the evening was they were glad we were back at the North Clubhouse because it's a wonderful, intimate feeling. So I want to thank everybody who helped with that. We had 3 families for our Holiday Wish program. And I have to say that my shoppers and the delivery gals have been doing that for 20 years. The most exciting comment that they heard was when they were at Kohl's shopping, and the cashier that was checking them out said, "I was one of your recipients." That is wonderful. And you're lucky I'm not crying. But I just, for her, you know, we do touch many lives, and we know what little difference we might be making. On December 16th, David Goldstein from the Pro Shop wanted to do a night putting in conjunction with Monday Night Football, and we did. And we had 48 or 52 players come out. It was amazing. Monday Night Football was exciting. We gave out 15 places, I think, for awards. The Sandwich Bar and Grill was packed. I'd love to know those numbers to see how we did. I have Pitch and Putt coming up on January 7th. It does conflict with community awareness, but if you work real hard, you can get back over to the North Clubhouse by 3 when we tee off. So that's coming up January 6th. And David does want to do 2 more of the night putting. It's really popular. I think people are having a lot of fun, and I think we should be able to do that at least 6 times in a year, so it'd be fun. I don't want to be a negative person, but right now I just want to say, what can we do about the signage in Sun Lakes? The signs on the gates, the signs on when you go out gate 1, they're all cracked, and they really are aging us. Does the Delegate Assembly?
I'll tell you, Mark has already had a company come through, and we're already working on replacing those signs.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's
Good.
already been done.
Yeah, because that's looking a little cracked. Yep. So, but thank you all so much, and Happy New Year. And I really am so grateful for your support for the pitch and putt and the night putting. It's just a wonderful activity, and you don't have to know how to play golf to come out and do that. So join us. Thank you so much.
Cal Martin, District 21. We've been pretty busy as a district over the last quarter, and I'd like to specifically thank the 2 committee chairpersons that we have for District 21, which would be Walt Ingram and Anne Marie Hanko. Really, really appreciate the amount of time that you've given and so much that you've given to the district. It's really great to have you guys do that. The district also participated with the Sand Wedge to have a little cornhole tournament, and Walt Ingram was good enough to run that for us, and we certainly appreciate that as well. Hope that may become a regular event as well, and we will just have to see. I also want to thank the folks in the district who donate, simply because you make all the things that we do that much better, that we don't really have to worry too much when donations come in about how we're going to fund things like the Christmas wish list. We took on 5 kids from 3 different families, and I think enough has been said about the program. But it is, when you make a delivery, it is eye-opening, you know, what you see. It is good. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Can I just make a comment with you guys? I've seen over the last 11 years with the Holiday Wish program, and I remember my first year here, there may have been 1 district that took the gifts themselves. And between myself and the Fire Museum at that time, we took the rest. But I've seen over the past 10 years and how now it's 99% of you take the gifts yourself. And that's awesome to see, because it does, you guys. The smile that you see on these kids' faces, not only the kids but the parents, is amazing, and it makes it well worth it. So thank you all for all that you do and delivering those gifts to the children. Thank you.
Okay, moving on. The next item on the agenda would be old business. Does anyone have any old business they'd like to bring forward? And we'll move to the next one, which is new business. Is there any new business that someone would like to bring forward? Okay, and then we'll just move on to comments from members. Member comments, please. You've got 3 minutes when you speak. You will be timed, and I will have to stop you if you exceed it by a lot. So, other than that, we also ask that your comments are pertinent to what the Delegate Assembly does and what they might be able to affect change on, because otherwise it's just kind of a useless comment. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle Walter. I wanted to just say a couple things. We do have the Opticom installations in. I know that Bob and Jason did not mention that, but a resident had called me and asked why are the gates not working for the emergency vehicles? Well, they are fixed and they're up and working, so we should not have any problems with that. So you can let your district people know that there should not be any problems with emergency vehicles coming in. The second thing is, I know that somebody asked about lunches and dinners and catering and that type of thing. We do have somebody, and I'm going to go see them tomorrow, actually. They're called Cook and Write, and they have been approved. I was looking at our district delegate book, and they have been approved. They're in Yucaipa, and they are a catering company, and the pictures online are amazing. And so I would like to go, I'm going to go in and take a look at it, and as soon as I find something out, I will let everybody know, so that if you want to use them, you may. And I'm so sad that Michael is not here anymore. He sold his house a lot quicker. He was supposed to be here until April, but he's gone, so we've got to figure out different things that we can do, because we can't always use tacos and beer. It's called Cook, C-O-O-K, and then an N with an apostrophe, and then Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T, and they're out of Yucaipa. Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T, Cook and Wright. And I would like to just piggyback on Dolores. I have to tell you, New Year's Eve was just fabulous. The staff was amazing. The food was so good. The band was great, and everybody was dressed up. Everybody had a great time. So I'd like to thank FSR and everybody, all the staff. They did an amazing job. Thank you.
It's probably the wrong time, but a quick question. I noticed going eastbound on the 10, and you're the only one I know.
I just saw it today. I'm going to talk to,
It is disgraceful.
Well, I just saw that there's a homeless encampment. I just saw it today, so I'm going to get a hold of Jeff Platt.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. My name is Dennis Cisterna. I'm the president of the Lakeside Homeowners Association. And I want to let you know something that's bothered me all year. And it's bothered me because nobody knows about it. Now, this is a number, $748,575. Our homeowners board has been with an offer for a new product through Spectrum for streaming. Now, Spectrum came to us, First Service Residential, and made an agreement that Spectrum could sell or offer their new product to us alone, a full byte worth of memory for $29 a month. Now, I know about this because I was invited because I was the president of a subboard. And I was in March 2024 on a Zoom call for 1 hour. Spectrum was there to explain what the program was, and Spectrum said First Service Residential and Spectrum had reached an agreement that anybody that was with First Service Residential would be offered this contract. Now, I heard about it, I talked to people, I said, God, this is awesome. Now, the best part about this is, this number I gave you, the $745,000, is what Spectrum is going to pay us if we sign the contract. It's really simple. Now, I don't know if we want to do streaming or not, but I do know that we should know about it. Now, the board got this in September, right? Board? September? And they have not done anything with it yet. And that's what's got me frustrated, because I knew what it was and what it was offering us. So I talked to a board member, and they said, oh, we can't have First Service negotiate for us. Well, First Service didn't negotiate for you. First Service negotiated with Spectrum. And every homeowner association that Spectrum and First Service does was offered this contract, including here. Now, the problem with our board is they do not want First Service to receive their portion of this. Okay, here's the breakdown. It's $300 total per house. We have 3,327 houses. Okay, First Service would receive $225,000 because they get $75 a house.
Dennis, I'm going to need you to conclude it pretty quick. You're at 3 minutes right now.
Okay, so I have talked to the board about it, and I've asked them why we're not doing it, and basically it boils down to this, folks. They want First Service not to get any of this money, even though they negotiated the deal with Spectrum. And because they don't want First Service to get that money, we're not getting this money. Now, I know
Dennis,
that,
you need to finish.
I know that our homeowner board can use $748,000. Now, I'm done. Thank you very much. If
Thank
you
you.
have questions, I'll be sitting back here.
Thank you.
I'd like to respond briefly. We're still negotiating. There was an offer made. Some of his numbers are accurate, not all. And we're now negotiating directly with Spectrum. We have an attorney, Wayne Gorelnick, and we're confident that we're going to get a better offer than the very first offer that they made to us, which is much worse than all the other communities that are now bargaining and settling and reaching agreements with Spectrum. Yeah, we expect at least the same that the other communities are receiving, and in this instance, we're not. We're giving away $250,000, which is unnecessary. The rates are higher than the other communities, so we're working on that, and we're doing what is in the best interest of our community. And when you're involved in negotiations, you may be aware that the very first offer they make to you is not always the best, and that's where we're at. The contract for Spectrum is due in August. So we have some time to work with negotiations. I'm confident within the next 2 months we'll have this resolved and in our favor. You know, yeah, we do need the cash, but we need the $250,000 too that we're just giving away to First Service, which is not necessary in our opinion. The board unanimously voted 5-0 to hire an attorney and to negotiate, and that's what we're doing. Thank you.
Dennis, it's not an open debate. I'm sorry, it's not an open debate.
Okay, I'd like you to come over and listen to me, because what he said is he wants to get rid of First Service.
No, he
Dennis-
did not say that. Sit down, please. He did not say that.
Dennis, it's not appropriate. Dennis, it's a board function, and we're really not here to debate it.
Yeah, he's welcome to come to, we have our next executive session coming up on the 8th. You can come in and we will discuss it with you at your time. But, you know, apparently you're confused on some of the issues. We're not trying to get rid of First Service.
Okay, does anyone else have comment from the audience? Then if we could get a motion to adjourn, we'll all go home. So moved, let's go home.